Well, hello there. This is Lord Potato and wait. Okay, I'm back. So this is what if Naruto was the grandson of Madara and had Excalibur? Part 6. Yeah, this is part 6. Um and so since this is part 6, yeah, this is part 6. Okay, so where we left off was at the part of, let me think. Hmm. Wait, wait. Okay, we left off of the part where Naruto. No. Yeah, where Naruto decides to. It's the, where Naruto was in the Leaf Village and also. Yeah. I kind of got mixed up with, like, if the Uchihas were still alive, but yeah, they're kind of dead. They're all dead. I kind of got mixed up with my other what if yesterday that I did. But no, they're all dead. So, um. So, okay. So let's see. I think I left off. Oh shit. Okay, I remember now. So Team 7, they kind of went to yeah, no way. Team 7, with Sasuke having the curse mark and all of the Sound Ninjas getting wiped out except for Kim. I think I said that Naruto helped out Kim because yeah. So he helped out Kim and like told her to go outside the village and just hide. Don't let any sound ninjas or sand or cloud or leaf ninjas to find you out. Just hide. So yeah, that's what she did. Naruto actually went to go see the Uchiha and no way. No, we're past that. Team 7 already got to the what's called tower and yeah, was that tower? Yeah, it was a tower. But they weren't the first, they were like the last. Because they all had to heal. Sort of. Sasuke was knocked out, and some of the other teams did come and help them. Ino did not want to help them that much. Shikamaru really doesn't like. I think I made Shikamaru cool with Naruto, but. Was it the other one? Okay, so. Yeah, Shikamaru is cool with Naruto. He just doesn't like Minma or uh, Narwi because they're so spoiled. And what's it called? And Choji doesn't like them neither because they're kind of rude and annoying, arrogant, and all that. But everyone else actually likes them, even Ino. So, like Shikamaru and Choji has like that Uchiha hatred for Menma and Narwi. But Narwi and Sasuke keeps getting closer, so they're kind of yeah there. For since I still say that the Ashura and Indra reincarnations are Indra's reincarnation is Sasuke's and Ashura's reincarnation is Medma. Um, yeah, and since the reincarnation for King Arthur is my boy Naruto, he is the true king of Camelot, or will be true king. And I did say that. Yeah. It's okay. I think we're at the 1 month time skip since similar things happen in canon, except for like the Cloud Ninjas, uh, blonde girl. Wait, yeah, I can only think of them from the hair color. So white guy, not white guy, white hair guy with like a toothpick in his mouth. I don't remember his name. Why? Okay, so those three from the uh, Cloud Village pass. I should have probably went and I should go look up their names, but I don't know. I'm kind of tired. I'm only gonna do this for like 20, like, like 10 to 20 minutes long. So okay, so it's a 1 month. Uh, the 1 month. So Menma is training with Jiraiya, of course, and Arwee's training with Tsunade. Orochimaru and a bunch of ninjas, Sound and the San are like plotting on words like attack and all that. And since Naruto was here for a while because yeah, the Uchiha did treat him well because he was an Uchiha and all that. So Naruto already knows a bunch of places that where Orochimaru should attack and all that and destroy. And that happening. Also, the Cloud doesn't like the Leaf Village. So yeah, cause since the Raikage hates Minato, he hates him, and he wants to get like at least a leverage over him. Like I don't know, the Raikage only knows that Minato only has two children, so that's Menma and Narui. He doesn't know about the third one. No one in the Hokage places or other villages like the Grass Village or any other ones, the Waterfall or the Rain, even knows that there was a third son. Minato just said that he only had two. But the third one, of course, is Naruto. And the only people that actually know that Naruto is the third son of the fourth Hokage is the Akatsuki, um, the old man and the bear. Yeah, I can't forget about them. And my music isn't loud enough. I can hear. And and what's it called? And Shikamaru and Choji. And the fourth Hokage, sort of. He really doesn't really care about his third son, so that's Naruto. But everyone else doesn't even know about Naruto's existence. So Naruto can easily just take off his mask because I think everyone in the village forgot about him. Because it's full. They banish him, they actually don't expect him to come back, so yeah. But Naruto always does keep his like mask, like a face mask, and like his not a mask for like ambush wear. No, it's like you know that one damn it. You know those people that like attacked what's it called, Sasuke in like original canon when he had to awaken his curse mark and all that? Yeah, he has it Naruto has it like that. So he had the face mask to cover his face, like his mouth and nose. And on top of his forehead is the ninja headband, so it's the sound one. And a wrap around his head is actually just a bunch of like uh like not bandages, but those just to wrap his head in the white cloth and like a hood over it. Yeah, so Naruto does have a hood over it. So Naruto, so no one knows, no one has no clue that Naruto was one of the Sound Ninjas. Naruto just wanted to go collect information. Just like Kabuto was also someone that wanted to collect information and just throw himself and all that and give up and all that. He was like that, but he was collecting information for the Akatsuki, not Orochimaru. He doesn't care about Orochimaru and all that. He was supposed to go look for the One Tails and how he is the Two Tails, because they did also think the Cloud was joining, so they would expect the Two Tails to be there, and they can't expect the Eight Tails since it's already a Jonin. Killer Bee's already like a Jonin, probably high Jonin. I don't remember what was he. Um, and to see his two siblings, Narwi and Menma, to see how they're doing with the Nine Tails and all that. And that's where what's it called, Naruto ran around and okay, so Naruto actually came he actually found the One Tails. He's hid his presence super good. Um, and he thought that Gaara is mad and sane with his One Tails, so it could be a check right there. That's a great check. So just throw Hidan and the others, cause Hidan can never die. And like, who did catch? No, Deidara and all them others, because it looks like Gaara's weakness is he's too overconfident and just wants to kill everything. So there was a weakness there, and he goes to find the two tails. So there's where the Cloud Village team. Don't remember what it's called. And he sees that the two tails and the other squad of theirs is actually doing pretty good. So Naruto said, "Any weaknesses?" Hmm. It seems the two tails doesn't use the chakra of the two tails. Okay. So Naruto reports that the two tails is too good at teamwork and it's better to split her up from her team and take her cube, her Jinchuriki like that. Okay. And he also does look he already seen his two siblings and the weakness here, arrogant, spoiled, too confident, too cocky, can't even control none of the percentages of the nine tails of like one tail cloak. Like he was listing off so many weaknesses for like the nine tails, his siblings, so they could have easily taken out. But nah, Naruto just says, hmm, yeah. So instead, he actually wanted to go take the one tails and the two tails. The Konoha Crush, yeah, that'll still happen. Naruto won't be in it. He will be in it just to kill a few ninjas off. But the true goal in this one is just to capture the one tails. So that's her true goal, or what his true goal. What's it called? Okay, so that 1 month thing is going on and all that. So Naruto went back to the Akatsu base and report everything. To not went back, but actually went in the forest and went to talk to White Zetsu. And White Zetsu was like, okay, they're not white and black Zetsu. And White Zetsu was like, okay, so what kind of information do you have? And White Zetsu was like, is it about the Jinchurikis? And Naruto's like, yes. The I you even want to count the two siblings that I have into one whole Jinchuriki? Yes. So weaknesses for the one tail Jinchuriki. He's too overconfident. He's always thinking about murder. And if we just sent Hidan there, he probably would have been easily taken out because Hidan's too immortal and it would have confused the Nine Tails easily. I mean, not Nine Tails, but One Tails. And they're like, uh-huh. But they did dang it. Let me think okay, so I'm back and yeah, I remember his name now. Sasori. So yeah, Sasori can easily just go over there and take out the two toes. Sasori and Deidara. And because Sasori and Deidara can easily just go to damn, why is it loud? And Sasori and Deidara can easily just go take out the team to go split them up. And or the so the same thing they think about like Deidara and I just said his name for fuck's sakes. Okay, so it's Deidara and Sasori that can easily go take out the one tails. The two tails can easily be taken out by Hedon and Kakazu. And my two siblings, well, yeah, my two siblings, Naruto's talking about. Well, let me just list off the whole list of weaknesses they have. First of all, they can only control one tail of the, well, not even one tail of the Jinchuriki. It looks like the Jinchuriki takes control of them with only one tail cloak. And they're like, wow, that's just completely stupid. I know, they're too weak. And their weaknesses is overconfidence, way just way too bad at chakra control, stealth terrible, and other things are just terrible. And yeah, did I say cocky, arrogant, and they're just not that smart that much times? Well, Menma isn't that smart. Naru, on the other hand, is pretty smart. They're like, huh, okay, you can now go. Um, are you? So, what do you want to plan here? Well, in the tuning exams, Naruto decides to explain. In the tuning exams, I want to. It's actually, I think it's the Uchiha against. If I can get it right, and Naruto was talking. If I can get it right, that I think it's the Uchiha versus the One Tails. If the Uchiha manages to, I don't know, hurt the One Tails enough, um, yeah, if the Uchiha can hurt the One Tails enough and the One Tails go Rage mode, we can pretty much take the One Tails or Two Tails. And Setsu was like, should I say this is Setsu? Yeah, screw Setsu. I was gonna think it's Obito, but nah. Actually, yes, Obito instead. Obito was like, okay, son. I mean, brother. Or, uh, and Naruto was like, it's fine if you call me son. They're having like this father son bond and taking over the and just taking the Tsurugi. Sorry. So yeah. So Naruto was thinking maybe Deidara from the sky can go explode, and then I'd probably come out of nowhere, knock out the One Tails, with Sasori being the backup and grabbing the One Tails and taking the One Tails away. And Obito said, "Well, there is a cave around here. I think Sasori and Sasori and Deidara should take the One Tails there, or the Two Tails. If you can manage to take the, if we can manage to, if they can manage, I mean, if you can manage to knock out the Two Tails and bring it to Sasori and Deidara to take it, then yes, we will take them also." And Naruto said, "Okay." So Naruto is right now just so the 1 month times the 1 month, yeah, it's already over. Back to the tuning exams. So similar things happen, except for Neji. I forgot to mention that Neji is going against Menma. Because Menma did say, for hurting okay, what they call, for hurting his girlfriend and all that, he said that I will fight you, what's called, Neji, Hyuga, and beat you. And Neji's like, yeah, right. Your destiny is to fall, even if you are the Hokage's son. Yeah, so Menma and Neji has like these both arrogance and stubborn things or whatever, and too cocky for themselves. Also, Sasuke and Ika, Ino, Ino managed to knock out Sasuke because Sasuke's still too useless. Yeah, so Ino managed to win first. She's going against Tamari. No way. Nah. Tamari's still going against Shikamaru. Choji is uh, going against. What? So some of the things happen in canon is just Ino is going against. Ooh, one of the Cloud Ninjas. Yeah, I remember. She's going against the Two Tails. And Naruto did say about how this girl with blonde hair is going against Ino. I don't remember her last name. She's going against the Two Tails. And there's no way to defeat the Two Tails like that. And Nobita said, what is her clan jutsu or whatever? And Naruto did explain back then when they were talking after 1 month. I forgot to explain that. Naruto said, well, her jutsu is pretty much switching minds. I feel like the Two Tails can easily just throw her out of the mindscape. And Obito said, yeah, that's pretty much a freaking useless type of jutsu. I mean, unless you're good with it, no way you're able to defeat a Chinchuriki. Yeah, pretty much. Also, I forgot to explain this. But Naruto wasn't just doing anything, just nothing on the 1 month time skip. He did talk to Obito the day the 1 month had it to go on. But Naruto started training. So Naruto has his chains. So his chains are like mixed with black and white. And he can summon about for uh for for one hand he can summon up to 5, and the other hand he can summon up to 5. So that's 10 in total. He can also summon it through either his hand or his arm or his like shoulder or anywhere in his body. He can summon it from his chains. Now these chains can either be offense and defense. When I mean offense, so the offense is usually the sharp point of that chain where it looks like it. But in defense, it's usually like a square that like blocks any attack. But Naruto was training and all that. Also, I forgot to mention this, but Naruto did want to ruin the Hokage life and all that. So he managed to get through a bunch of root ambus and all that with his like Sharingan. Though he can just go through the darkness and all that. But there was a letter he wanted to leave off there before into the Chunin's exam because Danzo wasn't in his office right now. None of the root ambus can go into his office. But this letter was special that Naruto left in there. A big surprise is gonna happen when the the invasion happens. The day where Konoha is destroyed and all that. So this is okay. So what's it called? So dang, this is over 20 minutes. So it's 30 minutes now. So Naruto is doing like he was training and all that, but he left that letter in Danzo's for one reason. Not gonna say it. Gonna do on to Konoha Crush. So back to the 1 month skipped and all that, and now it's the Chunin exams. Naruto did it before the Chunin exam started. He knew the Danzo would have been there for at least 5 days, and then the Chunin exam he wouldn't have been there neither in his office. But he then went to Orochimaru and said uh that don't, before the whole thing, he said don't attack the Anbu base, and Orochimaru said why? Because I left a letter on what's it called Donzo, so I can read it, and it's a special letter that can actually F up the fourth Hokage's reputation up. And Orochimaru was like, ooh, that really does happen. Who will become fifth Hokage? Probably Donzo. I really don't care about the village. And Orochimaru was like, that is true. That is true. So, what's it called? So, yeah, so back to the tuning exams, and Naruto is watching from like darkness. He's right now inside the wall of like darkness. Like if there's like darkness right there, he's like in it because he's using Monica and Sharingan to look out through there. So no one can actually sense him, no one can see him, no one can do this and that because he's like inside the wall where there's like shadows there. He can also do it with light, but he will be like invisible and his eyes will be, yeah. The shadow is the one he's using most of the time. And he is having his like chakra very what's it called stealth, so he won't be sensed by like a higher Jonin like Kakashi. Guy cannot sense him. I don't think so. He doesn't have chakra, and Guy isn't the type to sense. He's he's like the 8 gates of death opener or something. Um. So Naruto is looking through. Is first up is what's it called? Um. So first up is Neji versus what's it called? Menma. And similar things happened, but Menma had to use the Nine-Tailed Chakra to even defeat Neji. Even how he managed to defeat Neji, Neji was like, huh. Yeah, so Menma managed to defeat Neji with using the Nine-Tailed, so similar things happened all there. Shikamaru really doesn't like this. Well, he does like this village, but the only people he like is Choji, and it would have been Naruto. But since Naruto isn't here, he doesn't actually like it because how mean they were to Naruto, even how he was on the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki. Yes, not what's it called? Shikamaru already knows that Menma and, well, they already did say that Menma and are real heroes. And so he thought of Naruto probably being like some kind of thing. There could be some hidden bloodline that he was before. And back to these, yeah. So he's right now fighting tomorrow, and the similar things happen, but he still gets up and all that. And what's it called? Sorry, still trying to think. So it's Narwi versus Ino. Wait, no. Yeah. And Narwi manages to defeat Ino very easily. Before the whole, one of the Cloud Villagers versus, no wait, I said Ino was going against the Two Tails, so, yeah. Two Tails managed to defeat Ino because Ino went into her mindscape, but didn't know she was in Chuchuriki, so she saw a giant, beast and just roared out, and she woke up, and then I was called, I think Yumi. I don't remember her name. So the Two Tails just brought her out of the mindscape and then beat her up in real life. And then it is Sasuke versus the One Tails, and now They wait for Sasuke. The whole similar thing happens, and now it's the One Tails versus Sasuke. Um, Sasuke's managed to like fights. Um, yeah, so they fight similar things happen in canon and all that, but Sasuke is about much faster than Rock Lee. Also, I forgot to say, yeah, so similar things happen and all that. The Rock Lee is shown the speed to Sasuke, and Sasuke couldn't keep up. But now Sasuke is like 2 times faster than him, but not faster than Naruto. So he did the whole Chidori into what's it called? Into Gara, and Gara still does the whole One Tails, and then the Konoha Crush happens. Uh, Similar things happen, but explosions decide to happen before Gara could react. The whole explosion hit him, and then knocked him out. And Naruto managed to knock him out. And Sasuke was like, "Who the hell are you?" And Naruto still had his whole mask and cloak and all that on. And he says, "None of your business, you weak Uchiha. Now be gone." He put him in a very strong genjutsu. Since he is his grandson, he is the grandson of Madara, and Madara did have very powerful genjutsu to revive people's memories on that. But it wasn't as strong as Shinsu genjutsu and all that. But he didn't do a rip-right memory and all that. His genjutsu is so strong that it does like the Tsukuyomi and all that. Like, not the Infinity Tsukuyomi and all that, but Tsukuyomi, indeed. Like, what Itachi did to Kakashi, yeah, he did it worse. He did it, like, 10 times worse, making Sasuke cripple. Like, Sasuke managed to unlock his 3 Tomoe, but that won't help him in the long run. So, yeah, with that happening, um... so Naruto legit just full on easily kicked his ass and all that. Also said that in this what if there is Haku and Zabuza that join the Akatsuki. Yeah. So Haki was actually also with Naruto to make this easier. She actually did came with the Akatsuki with Naruto, but she like hid in the shadows also with Naruto. Her goal is to take out the Two Tails. If she can't take her out, then retreat. So those explosions happen. Sasori still takes the One Tails, like he uses strings, like his chakra strings, and grab One Tails up. And Hakin does come with, like she does a body flicker right in front of Naruto and Sasori and Teira, and it said, well, how long? Deidara just said, how long is Hakin gonna take with the Two Tails? And it didn't even take a second or a minute or any time, because Hakin like just threw some sound bones at the Two Tails and easily knock her out. You know those two sound bones to like hit Zabuza where Haku did to, yeah, that happened, but to the Two Tails and knocked her out. And then just said, oh, the Two Tails right here. And Dataron and Satori, it just says, oh damn, he just says, okay, then he just does his chakra thing and grab also the Two Tails. The Hokages are actually looking at this, but not Jiraiya, Orochimaru was distracting the fourth Hokage, and he saw that Gaara and the Two Tails are getting taken over. Raikage was like, damn it, I can't let that happen. Can't let the Two Tails be gone. And what's it called? Killer Bee is fighting some other ninjas, so he's distracted, and the right guy goes about to go out and fight and try to like get his two tails back and all that. But the problem is Naruto was like, shit, the right Raikage already notices. And since that did happen, uh, let me think for a second. So the so Naruto has to distract the right Raikage. Of course, Naruto isn't high Kage levels, but Naruto did tell Hakin to get up with Sasori and Deidara, and Hakin was like, "No, I'm not getting up there." And Naruto there says, "Sasori," and Sasori said, "Okay." So he managed to grab Hakin onto the bird, and they fly away. Some of the sand villages, not sand. So that happening, Raikage was actually about to just attack the bird, but Naruto decided to block. Um, managed to grab the Raikage's attention and says, why is some weakling about to attack my friends?" And Raikage said, "What? Did you just call me weakling?" Of course he's angry. He isn't in hatred. He doesn't hate him, yeah. So Naruto right now fighting the Raikage. He's dodging a bunch of moves from the Raikage. He's managing to dodge, but he isn't showing his true abilities. Kushina is somewhere else fighting some ninjas. Menma and Narui are like... So, Kakashi did a plan for Menma, Narui, and a bunch of people, Jonis, to go save the two tails and one tails. Because Kakashi did see those cloaks and say the Katsis. Or what Jiraiya said. Katsis. And Jiraiya still has the imperfect Sage mode. No way I'm giving him the perfect Sage mode. So, that happening. And so Menma and some other Jonis and other people are going to go chase after the two tails and one tails. Except for Shikamaru. Shikamaru just says, "Oh, I'm in the Genjutsu." And the Raikage is fighting him. And the Raikage managed to punch, and Choji also went to sleep because he did notice that Shikamaru just did that and all that. And since the whole panic and all that happening, the Raikage does punch into the stadium because there's where Naruto was. Naruto was dodging him easily. He's like, a weakling like you shouldn't start attacking. And so that's happening. Now, what's it called? Um, what's it called? So, some Found Ninjas did try to help Naruto try to stop the Raikage, or at least stab him, and try to kill him. And that didn't work. The Raikage easily whooped the 5 Sound Ninjas. And Naruto was like, huh, some weakling like you tried to attack me. Kushina also was the one that also chased after the two tails and one tails. Because Deidara and Sasori managed to just take them. The problem is, they're kind of getting distracted by the Sound Ninjas and the Sand Ninjas. Actually, mostly the Sound Ninjas. Maybe the Sand Ninjas also. Not really, because... Yeah. So the Raikage is right now fighting during Naruto and all that. And he's seeing that he's right now trying to fight him and all that, but the problem is that Naruto's easily dodging and weaving. So he looks around and he sees that they're pretty far away. The Sound Ninjas are still fighting the Leaf Shinobi and the Sand Ninjas and the Cloud Ninjas and Kushina and everyone else. And some of those Sound Ninjas are pretty good to defend and all that. But the problem is right now, I think Orochimaru is still fighting the Fort Hokage, like the second, the first, the second, the third also against the Fort Hokage, but he's easily beating them up. And Naruto just says, screw it. He did his chains. So he summoned his chains out. So he summoned one, two, three, like 5 chains out of his arm, like one underneath his arm, the other one's out, and just started attacking um the Raikage. The Raikage noticed those chains, but those chains were different from a normal Uzumaki. The chains was black and white, like a pattern of black and white. And they were extremely fast, so Raikage managed to dodge. He was like, damn, what the hell? Is he Uzumaki? But he never seen those type of chains. So he also used his other arm, Naruto did. He used both his arms with 10 chains in total. He was attacking, and but when Raikage did try to attack, Naruto did do defense. So 5 of those chains did defense to block one of the punches of the Raikage. The Raikage did punch, but then it kind of hurted his arm because he wasn't even in electricity mode, in that lightning mode, or I don't know why I call it electricity mode. The the lightning chakra. Why did I say lightning mode? It kind of reminds me of what's Killer from Hunter x Hunter. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah, it was in his chakra mode and all that. Lightning chakra mode, something like that. Lightning chakra. And he wasn't in that state yet. He was right now just fighting him. And what's it called? He said to Naruto, "Are you Uzumaki?" And Naruto says, "Why, maybe. Yes, but I go by very long name first. So my first name is none of your business. My second name, I'm a Namakase." And it's called, and the Raikage was like, "What? You're a Namikaze?" But the only other Namikaze that I think of there, because the Namakazes did kind of get wiped out. Akarin was kind of the last ones, but there is some. They're right now hiding, and they kind of changed their last names, so they're not Namikaze no more because they don't want to actually die and all that. And so, it's called Raikage was like, the only other Namakazes there are is that 4 Hokage. But, okay, then what is your third last name? Uzumaki. And that's when that hit him really hard. The Raikage was like, Namakase Uzumaki. So that means, but no, because he only got told that there was only 2 children for Minato, and that is Menma and Naruto. He never heard of a third one. And then Naruto said, "Whoa, you must have been misinformation, because as I remember, the fourth Hokage has 3 children." And when that hit Raikage so hard, it was like, "What? Okay, you're complete bullshit." No, I'm not complete bullshit. Also, you know the fourth Hokage is in Uchiha? He's like, Uchiha, you said. Uchiha, you said. The problem is, he never unlocked his Sharingan, so his eyes and colors never change. But for me, being the third son, I am an Uchiha. And with that happening, he activated his Sharingan and took off his stuff. And it revealed Naruto's black eyes, but his black hair also. Well, it looks in the picture. Of course, he doesn't have this this close. It's actually underneath right now. And all that clothes he has on it. Yeah, so that close in the image, he kind of has it underneath his Akatsuki's clothes. Or just a black clothes in total. And he says, "I am Minato Namikaze's third child, Naruto Namikaze Uchiha Uzumaki." And he said, "So you saying that damn fourth Hokage is an Uchiha, and he had a third son, but no one tell? Why the hell did he never say? Well, he's too prideful. You know what he actually did to me? I'm actually banished from this village. Actually, I'm very strong. I'm probably close enough to be stronger than the goddamn fourth Hokage right now." And the Raikage was like, "What?" "Well, I mean, I can see your chains. You can summon a total of 10 chains." And I just said, "Yes, that's what I can do." And Naruto's lying because he can summon up to more chains. He actually can summon into total amount of 20 chains. Or, let's say 25 chains in total. Sorry, you can burp. So Naruto said, "Yeah, I'm the third son of the Hokage and all that, but they banished me." And the Raikage said, "What for?" And he says, "Well, it was a very stupid reason. I only stole the scroll of seal. Well, not steal it. I did, but at the same time, I really didn't care because everyone hated me. Even how I wasn't that goddamn nine-tailed Jinchuriki. Everyone just goddamn hated me in this village." And Raikage goes like, "Wait, you're not even a Jinchuriki? And people just hated you for no reason?" Pretty much, he lie about I'm being the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tails. And then after a while, they kind of just banished me at age 12. And the Raikage was like, dumbfounded. He's like, "The fuck is wrong with this village? This kid can summon up to just 10 chains in total, and this is mocking, yes. Are they kinda just retarded?" That's what he's just thinking for these, for the, what's it called, the Leaf Village. So, like, this village is retarded, isn't it? No, this kid is rogue. If I can at least make him go into my village, I feel like. And Naruto said, "I'm not going into your village if that's what you're thinking about." Because, did I even list the abilities he has? No, I didn't list his abilities. I don't think so. So, his abilities from the Sharingan. So, his Sharingan's abilities for just Mannequin is reading mind, uh, future, like, seeing into the future for only 10 seconds. Pretty freaking useful. And, shadow manipulation, so he can go through shadows, or definitely use the shadow to make a shadow sword or shadow weapon, or like a shield of shadowness. So yeah, for his EMS, I'm gonna say something different, but it doesn't happen right now. His EMS right now. So right now he's going against the Raikage, and the Raikage was like, He also does have Kamui, and he will activate Kamui for his MS. Yeah. And so the one toast is right now being extracted right now. And yeah. So everyone in the Kazis is easily taking up the one toast because there's more members in total. So Haku isn't actually helping because Haku said, "I don't want to let my little sister be doing this and all that." So yeah. So it's easier much to just take her out. Take out the one tails and put her in the ghetto statue. But whatever did they even do with the one tails and all that? That's good. I think they put it in the ghetto statue. So yeah, all the Akashi still leave and all that. Uh, because he Konoha Village still does have. Well, it got them faster, so it didn't take like 5 days in total or something like that. But they are gonna take like 5 days to get the two tails. So the Red Kaiga says, "Fine, then I'll have to go to my lightning chakra stage." So that's what he did. And they started fighting Naruto. And while that happening, Naruto said, "Huh, you really expect me to lose and all that?" he's like, why you little brat? He just said, then he said, I hate that goddamn Namakase, and I hate you. And then was about to start like doing a body flicker and start beating up Naruto until he said he hated Naruto. He like had that feeling of hatred to Naruto, and with that, he activated the love commandment. And Raikage could not move. He couldn't even go into his. He was in his lightning chakra state mode, but he could not move at all. He's like, what the hell? Why can't I? Ah. Of course, Naruto said, wow, what is happening? I thought you were about to attack me and kill me. It seems like a weakling like you shouldn't live in this world. And with that happening, the fourth Hokage and the whole invasion, that kind of slowed down because the other ninjas were about to attack Naruto and all that, and having that and all that because they saw the Raikage needing help, and also the invasion. Yeah, it did destroy some parts in Konoha and all that, but the Leaf ninjas that were getting attacked and all that, and the Clan, they had to go back to actually help because they couldn't just worry about two tails that were taken. They needed to worry about the nine tails. And with that happening, everyone was about to go attack Naruto, but Naruto did some chains and was like, and he did put on his mask and wrap up his hair and all that, and then a chains attack. 5 chains hit. 2 chains hit the Raikage's leg, kind of like hitting him in like some pressure points to like cripple him from there. 2 other chains. 1 chain hit him in the arm, which didn't cripple him, missed one of the pressure points, and one of the other ones missed his heart in total and hit a kidney. So one of those chains happened, and the other chains, the last one, didn't hit him in the heart, kind of missed on purpose. And some of the Cloud Ninjas were like, no! And other ninjas were about to attack Naruto, but he got rid of his chains and disappeared. He did combo weave. And the whole invasion didn't really happen. They did destroy some places and all that, but that's what happened. And the ninjas kind of had to prepare and rebuild and all that, but some of the ninjas, they had to go back to get the one tails and two tails. So the Raikage is too injured to even go and get the two tails. Killer Bee can go and all that, so it's Killer Bee and his 2 other team members, and Kakashi's team, and with like the two tails and not the two tails, the nine tails will have to stay in Konoha. And Kushina can't go neither. And other people still went to go get Gaara. Lady Chi was also there. And Naruto, he did leave that letter in Danzo. And what's it called? He so everything happened now, and everything has been calmed down and all that. Like that, did I do a voice guy? God damn it! So that after that, everything has calmed down and all that. But that happening, um, uh, Donzo went to his back to his office and all that, and of course he got this like letter like on his desk. He decides to read the letter, and it says, whatever you like to think about it. I don't know what, I'm gonna think it off my head right now. Okay, so the letter says, "Hello there, Donzo." He says, "I have critical evidence that the fourth Hokage is actually an Uchiha, and since, I mean, there was kind of like a small rule that some of the elders kind of put just in case an Uchiha managed to get to become a Hokage. And just cause Tobirama didn't want Uchiha to accidentally become a Hokage and all that. Yeah. Tobirama, the racist Hokage, the second Hokage. Yeah. So he kind of put a little law there, just saying that Uchiha cannot become Hokage if they are Hokage. Remove them immediately. So Danzo, getting the evidence that Minato's an Uchiha, you can check this blood and all that with the Uchiha blood. So, of course, there were some Jones that actually went instead of the Sasuke and all that. And with that, he he decides to get the counsel on everyone. Danzo said. And he did get Sasuke, and did get some blood from him, and Sasuke was like, ow. And some of the almost escorted him out of the councils and all that. And they did get Minato and all that in the councils, and the what's it called, citizens and the ninja council was confused what Danzo wanted. The elders were also there. They're like, Danzo, what do you want? He says, do you remember that law that Toriyama did put in for just in case Uchiha became a Hokage? And the elders said, yes, that's still a law and all that. Yes. Well, I got some critical information and a letter proving that the fourth Hokage is an Uchiha. And the fourth Hokage, what do you mean? I'm fully Namakaze. Complete cap. That's what Danzo said. Complete cap. So the fourth Hokage is actually 50% Uchiha and 50% Namakaze. And what it called, Minato was like, bullshit. Well, this letter doesn't prove me wrong at all. So your kids must be at least 12. Yeah, something like that. I'm give them like some kind of lower percent of they can't unlock their Sharingan. They cannot because the Namikaze prevents them. Yeah, someone give them that complete bullshit so they wouldn't have the Sharingan. And Donzel just said, my next point. This is Uchiha's blood. I did get it from Sasuke and all that. And I need a little bit of blood of Minato. And one of the Minato was like, fine, just to prove that I'm not an Uchiha. Danto was like, thank you. So they get the test results and all that, and it says that Minato is not 50%. I meant to say that he's 30% Uchiha, or no, 50% Uchiha. And I said, with those results from Sasuke's DNA test, he is an Uchiha and all that, but from the results of Minato, he is 45% Namikaze and 55% Uchiha. And all the City Councils and Ninja Council were like, what? And Minato was like, what do you mean? It says right here. Test results doesn't lie half the time. And Minato was like, what? This is complete bullshit. And since that happened, the elder says, okay, Minato, since you are no Uchiha, you are now not the fourth Hokage no more at all. And Minato was like, what do you mean? No! And the fifth Hokage is not Lady Tsunade, it's actually Danzo. Yes, that's happening. Just kicking him out of the freaking uh, place of being for Hokage, and probably would have gave the fifth Hokage position to Lady Tsunade, but that didn't happen because finding out he's an Uchiha, and the law said that an Uchiha cannot become Hokage. Now it's a bullshit lie, but this is my order, so fuck out. And with that happening, Yes, the fourth Hokage has no more power, and Naruto can actually be brought back. Because Danzo did not hate Naruto. He already knew that Naruto was probably an Uchiha. But he wasn't the one who actually told those lies of him being the Chinchuriki and all that. That was another person. That was actually Jiraiya that actually did it. Jiraiya and Tsunade saying that Naruto was the Nine-Tailed Chinchuriki. So with that happening, since Donzo does have keep in tap with Jiraiya, well not Jiraiya, Orochimaru, he also does have a keep in tab with like kind of the Akatsuki, but not really. But since Naruto isn't an Akatsuki, he can also bring the Akatsuki into the village to become mercenaries for like the Leaf Village. And since that's happening, they they kicked out the Fort Okage, and everyone's confused. So they go to the announcements and all that, and Minato's there. Of course, he doesn't have his like robe or like anything to becoming the Fort Okage and all that. To not becoming Fort Okage, but already being Fort Okage and all that. And everyone's like, Fort Okage, we won. And Danzo said, with putting chakra in his vocal cords and um, doing an announcements and all that, saying the Fort Okage is a mistake. And everyone was like, what do you mean, Danzo? And he said, there's a law that said no Uchihas can become Hokage at all. That was set up by the second Hokage. And they were like, wait, that's actually a thing? And some people was like, yeah, that's actually a thing. Some people said, well, yeah, I did read up on the books that said one of, like, I think it was, I'm gonna just put a random just number saying 155 said no Uchiha can become Hokage, blah 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 blah. Yeah, unless you have a greater percent of a different clan, then yeah, you can definitely become Hokage if you're percent of like 65 and like 30% Uchiha. Yeah, you can become Hokage. But the problem if you are like um what's it called a random clan like 45 and like 55 Uchiha, you are not allowed to become Hokage. So yeah, some bullshit road there. And they were like, wait, dude, what does the Fort Hokage has to do with this? And Danzo was like, test results here. I got blood from Sasuke Uchiha. The only left Uchiha, right? Right here, I tested blood that was in Uchiha, right? I found out that Fort Hokage is actually 45% Namikaze and 55% Uchiha. We've been ruled over by an Uchiha. We can't let this happen. And probably his children are like Uchihas also. So you must have been being happy when an Uchiha got slaughtered and all that. Why do you monster Tachi? But how the Uchiha are so arrogant. Same thing with Minato, Minato and Menma, not Minato. Menma and Norui are like arrogant, also spoiled. They're similar to the Uchiha blood. And people are like getting it. They're like, that is true. That is true. They're kind of arrogant and spoiled at the same time. So they basically everyone, the citizens in the Konoha, basically just kicked out the fourth Hokage becoming Hokage at all anymore, and definitely did not trust Tsunade or Jiraiya to become Hokage neither. So they basically elected Danzo to become fifth Hokage, and they definitely did not trust Kakashi because he was a student of Minato. Basically, anyone surrounded near Minato and all that, they did not trust. So they basically pushed out a bunch of random, no, a bunch of Jonins away, even the high Jonin, and put them with like Jonins that are becoming Jonins and all that. that are has to be with, and the Ambu root Ambu are also with Donson also. Also, that one thing he wanted to mention also. I would also like to say one thing. Yes. Minma, yeah, Menma and Narwi are the true Nine Tails Chinchurikis. So Naruto was never the Chinchuriki. And all the villagers were like, they felt stupid. They just bullied someone that didn't even have the Nine Tails Chinchuriki. And everyone turned around and started bullying Menma and Naruto because they are the Nine Tails Chinchurikis and they hate the Nine Tails Chinchuriki. And they hate the fourth Hokage being a what's it called, an Uchiha, and someone that hated their own third son. So yeah, instead of making Danzo become a tyrant and all that, instead he actually wanted to bring back Naruto. Ah, like say that Two Tails managed to kind of escape, not really. Hockey managed to knock her out again, and they took the Two Tails also. The Tham village was still there, actually witnessing all this happening. The Cloud Hokage was like also witnessing this. Actually, not really. He had to go back. Sam, also the Sam village also went back, so they couldn't witness this. So that's what happened, and yeah, I'm not making Danzo as a tyrant. This like he doesn't want power at all. He wants power to protect the village, and he did get like a little tab from Orochimaru that's saying that Naruto has become stronger and a very strong person. And since that is happening, some root Ambus are supposed to go get Naruto back to the Leaf Village. They don't need to force him. They just want to ask him if he wants to come back. So basically, he basically unbanished Naruto, and he's about to just banish what's it called, Minato, for doing that. Like a bunch of people wanted to just banish Minato for banishing his own third son, who the Donzo said. Well, I also want to say one thing. Even how he had the appearance of what's it called, an Uchiha, his own third son, he was pretty strong and pretty nice to almost anyone. He is nice anyway. That is true. Some people did see his kindness and all that, but could not really do it because they kind of bullied him back then and all that. And so with that happening, some people really just wanted to banish the fourth Hokage for doing that. And the fourth Hokage was like, no, I'm not getting banished. Ugh. And he can't get his position back because the elders will not let him. Yes. So that law is still going to stay there, and Naruto is 25% for his 4 bloodlines. So basically equal to his 4 bloodlines. So he can basically become Hokage still. He's just balanced between them. So that's why I changed his like 55% for Minato to be there. So it can be complete bullshit. And very good, okay? And that's happening. And so Minato's living a normal Jonin life. Or not even Jonin. Basically Danzo stripped him away from his only goal is now he's ranked Genin. He basically ranked Genin. And has to start all over again. And basically he's not Jonin at all. He's not even Genin. He's basically just a normal citizen. Basically Danzo just put him to citizen. And if he does decide to fight back against the villagers, he will be executed. And so that's happening. So back to the Katsu base, and this is where I'm actually gonna leave it off. I hope you have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep, potato almost anything. Uh, yin yang potatoes. Potato final flash. No, I mean, that actually just remind me. Who actually win, the Right Tiger versus Escanor? I think Escanor will whoop its ass. High noon style. Beat it. I mean, basically gave me like an idea. But I'm not that kind of stuff and all that. Still, that's kind of wondering. Well, this is the end of the episode. I don't think you heard me enough ramble and all that. If Esther Olsen had it to go against the Right Kage. Okay, yeah, you heard. If you just keep watching, I feel like this is just a waste of time. Yeah, just have a nice potato day, potato night, potato almost everything. I also want to say one thing. I don't know when I'm gonna do the part for It seems like people really don't like the what's it called, the Deku What If no more for like Excalibur, but I'm still gonna try to finish that because I like it. I don't know why people don't like it no more that much. Is it because of what's it called It's because of what's it called that I changed Purple Grape guy into a stronger character. Uh, why can't I remember his name? Menma? Not Menma. What shit? And mostly people really do like the other What If. I mean, if you. Yeah, people really like the other What If that I'm doing right now. One of the new ones I'm doing. So I don't know when I'm doing those two. Probably later on. Whenever I have time. Yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night. Something, something.